Do you find it difficult dating as young, successful women? Ooh, this is a good one. We've been asked this question so many times.
Okay, what's to say?
Salary of an associate in a big law firm. Welcome back to our channel.
Hey y'all.
So today, because we haven't really talked about our new lives, we haven't even really had a conversation with our new subscribers, we wanted to do an updated Q&A.
Yep.
We asked people for questions like 3 weeks ago, but it's okay. It's okay. We made our way around.
I know, we kept putting this off. Like different life things just kept popping up. But now we're finally answering the questions that y'all asked us. So
Exactly.
Everything unfiltered.
Unfiltered. Yeah, we haven't even looked at them.
I haven't looked at them at all. So
this is the first time we're gonna try to answer every single question.
Let's do it.
With it?
Yeah.
So on that front, because we're in a new city, completely different environment, still working from home, let us know if you want us to do weekly videos, if you want us to have a regular schedule, if you want to see day in the lives all the time, like comment below so we really can get a gauge of what exactly our subscribers want to see and how we can interact and give you what you want better, basically.
Exactly.
All right, let's start.
You got your phone on you?
I do. You don't have yours?
No.
I'm prepared.
It's right there. Like I can go get it.
First question. What are the pros and cons of doing the New York Pro Bono Scholars Program? So that's for you.
Oh, for those who don't know, if you're new to this channel, I took the New York bar before I graduated from law school. And I was able to do that through the Pro Bono Scholars Program. And that just means you have an externship and you're kind of like working for free for a little bit, your last semester of law school. So the pros are that I was really tired of being in a classroom. By that point, it was the last semester of law school. I just like didn't want to do the classroom thing anymore, reading cases. So it was a nice change of scenery because I got to like actually work, like for real, working and not just like there learning theory. So that's a pro. The cons were that studying for the bar by yourself is hard, y'all. It's hard. And not everyone's doing the Pro Bono Scholars Program, so there were only a few people studying for the bar, whereas if I would have waited till the summer, all of my friends would have been studying. We could all like be in the struggle together. Like misery loves company.
People are annoying.
Really? But I still felt like y'all were able at the end, how like you, Megan, and P were like sending each other questions, like texting, like things like that. Like I didn't have really anyone to do that with because I didn't know people.
And when I started going to Fordham.
Exactly, like you had like, I didn't know anyone studying really. I knew one person and she was like out of town. So that was really hard, really lonely, wouldn't recommend it. So that's a big con, but just gotta weigh it for yourself. Weigh the pros and cons for yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Looking forward to any vacation spots?
You definitely are. Sam
yeah.
has a lot coming up.
When the year started, I was completely committed to only doing one vacation the entire year. But then the year
she can't stay in one place.
So now I'm gonna work remotely for like a month, and then I'm going to Dubai, and then I'm probably gonna go to LA. So I have a lot coming up that I'm looking forward to.
I don't have any vacations coming up. I don't think I'm gonna do anything this year. If I do something, which I don't want to say yet, I might go somewhere with my mom in December.
You don't want to jinx it?
Yeah, I don't want to jinx it. But besides that, I'm trying to ride DC out, get to know the area.
Okay, next question.
All right.
Have any of you traveled to the Bahamas? Have you?
No, I haven't. You have?
Actually, I spent 3 weeks in the Bahamas in college when I was at Spelman. I did this alternative spring break where you took a class and a part of the class was actually immersing into the culture. So for weeks leading up to the class, we studied about the Bahamas. And then when we finally got to the Bahamas, we literally did like interviews about the war and all this stuff with other people while obviously vacationing. So it was fun.
That's cool.
It was super cool.
Yeah. There's something super similar in Mexico.
Yeah. How do you study for 2 different state bar exams and was it difficult? It was difficult, but like I could, obviously you can speak if you have a different opinion, but I thought it was extremely difficult. It was hard to even remember the differences between the 2 laws and California specific versus New York specific and not getting it all mixed up. So I thought it was very difficult. As far as how I studied, check out the video because it's a long process. So
yeah, I thought it was hard too. Same thing you said. There was like one time on the test I was like, wait, is that the New York answer, the Texas answer, or like the UB answer? Like I couldn't remember. So yeah, it's a lot jumbled up in your head at one time.
Yeah, I wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah.
What's your suggestion for someone not getting into a T14 law school but want big law?
So hard for me to know how to answer these kind of questions because I only speak from experience.
Yeah.
So when things are not my experience, I just like, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I really can't give advice on that because like Andrew said, that's not my experience. However, I would say that it would probably be helpful to go to all the external fairs. So like as many external fairs as possible, as many external events as possible, like however you can possibly get in. And honestly, I don't know if this would be appropriate for Big Law, like kind of how this is like a general tip, like send cold emails. But I think if someone sent me a cold email, I'd actually read it. I think sending cold emails might help.
Yeah, true. I agree with that.
Anything else?
No, I just think what you say, go to all the fairs. If you're in Balsa, go to like the Balsa. They have regional fairs, job fairs, go to all that stuff. Meet people face to face. Well, dang, it's COVID. Do they still have those in person? They probably have it over Zoom. Okay.
Like I think I've like participated in some.
Okay, so.
Ooh, this one's for me. Does Sam plan on staying in New York? I like intentionally stayed away from answering these questions, like if you noticed. But I'm not sure. I'm still not sure. Like I know I don't want to stay in DC, so you can count that out in case anyone's wondering. Even though Angel's trying to convince me. In case anyone's wondering if I'm actually gonna stay in DC, I'm not. But I am.
She doesn't like DC.
Yeah, I don't like DC. I feel like I was sold the dream, high key. I thought DC,
she doesn't like it as much as I do.
Yeah, I thought DC was kind of gonna be like a city, but it's not. I personally think it's even slower than Atlanta, which was surprising to me. But I like it enough for what it is. Like, I'm having fun with my friends. You know, we're gonna have a hot girl summer and all that good stuff. But I'm not gonna stay in DC. I will let you know of some places that I'm considering moving to. So my 3 is staying in New York, moving to London, or moving to California. So watch out for that. Move coming.
You're gonna
soon.
come back talking like Meghan Markle.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Remember when she came back? She was like talking with an accent.
1000%. If I move to London, trust and believe, I'm going to intentionally try to pick up an accent.
Oh my god, you're gonna come back sounding so ridiculous.
I'm gonna be like,
oh my god, don't even try.
What's going on, bruv?
Read the next question.
She'll with the mandem.
Oh my god.
Hot take.
Okay.
That's literally the question. Hot take, question mark. What's your hot take?
Oh, it's my hot take? Money can buy happiness.
That's a good one.
To an extent. Of course, like,
chill Ariana Grande.
Of course to an extent, but it's like if you don't have money to eat and now you have money to eat, like you're happy. Like, you know, like there's like you're of course happier. And money gives you choice, and I think choice is like a key part of happiness when you're able to like actively choose the life you have. And a lot of times you're able to do that when you have money. You can choose like what city to live in. Like Sam's really debating between 3 different cities because she do that. She wasn't making money. No, you couldn't afford the flights and
I'll
stuff
be stuck
like
in New York.
But like I said, it's to an extent because of course, like after you get to a certain point, I feel like additional money it's not really adding.
And I feel like
happiness.
that's actually what is trying to be said.
Yeah. So
it's
of course, like
the
greed is not gonna buy happiness. I don't think, but to a certain extent, I think money can buy happiness. So that's my hot take. What's yours?
That's it. Hot take.
No, you gotta do yours.
No, don't. Keep it pushing.
Why? You have a lot. Sam has so many theories and hot takes. I don't know why she doesn't want to share them with y'all.
How has life at work been for Angel? So another one for you. Okay. Since leaving New York for DC.
No, another one for me. The last one was for both of us.
No, I just mean the
okay.
pro bono and now this one.
Oh, okay. It's been great. Like, I guess a mini update since the video where I was talking about leaving my other job. I like my new job. I like the work I'm doing a lot better. I like DC. It's hard to pinpoint it on one thing because so many things changed at once. It's like my practice area changed, the firm/people change, and the city changed. So
all at the same time.
All at the same time. And I think being in one place for a year, like literally we were in our apartment for a year working from home. Just like the change of scenery has been nice.
I kind of missed the view a little bit.
You do?
Definitely.
The last place?
Yeah, I used to always wake up like,
Wow.
Hey ladies. Hey, Kiki.
Oh, hi.
Do you find it difficult dating as young, successful women? Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I find it, obviously I'm gonna speak for myself. I find it very difficult dating. One, I feel like obviously the job makes it really hard. I always talk about this on my actual vlogging channel, but I think the job makes it very hard and difficult to date because it's so time consuming and no one really understands that. The investment bankers and kind of people like that, I think that because they work 80 to 100 hours too, but I generally feel like most people, like not even doctors, right? Because they have those little breaks in between where it's like the fact that you're always on is annoying, right? You actually cannot be at a dinner and put your phone face down and have a conversation. You have to check like every hour or so. Honestly, this may just be me, but I feel like a lot of people our age that are the perfect guy, they're already cuffed up.
And you don't want to date older.
Yeah, I'm not really there yet.
Yeah.
People, that's advice that I always get. You gotta date older, but it's like, actually, I'm still in the 26 to 29 range right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I could write a book about this, but yeah, it's definitely difficult. I mean, it's like, I haven't found what I'm looking for. There we go.
Yeah. Next question. Also just wanted to thank you. Oh, this is nice. Also just wanted to thank you ladies for inspiring me and so many current and future Black attorneys.
Aww.
Glad we could be an inspiration.
Me too.
Have you had or heard of any experiences at CLS similar to the GULC racist professor Zoom video?
Oh, is that the woman that was like, Black people are always at the bottom or something like that? I mean, no, but I'm sure it happens. Like,
Yeah, I'm sure it happens.
Nothing was leaked ever of like a teacher saying those kind of things, but I don't think she's an anomaly.
Definitely
Like,
not.
I'm sure there are professors that talked about us like that.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Yeah.
And I feel like people go in with these biases, like, okay, you're gonna be at the bottom of the class. How do you not think that's gonna impact anything?
Yeah.
And there was this one story, this isn't a teacher, but it was our 1L year. It was a white student that was talking to her friends, like a group chat or whatever, and it was just like, oh, I don't have to worry. You remember that?
There's mainly, like, we have this person
Yeah, we
of
have
Black
all the,
people.
no, they had all of them. It was something like that. It's like, oh, I know I won't be at the bottom because there's all the Black people in my section or something.
Yeah. But those kind of professors are always so, like, interesting to me because they don't think to critique their own teaching. It's like if consistently semester after semester Black students are the bottom of your class, you never thought to like, oh, I'm not reaching the Black students in my class, like I need to like switch up my teaching methods. Like you automatically like put it on the students.
Yeah.
Like, sis, you're the problem.
It's like maybe I talk a little bit less about using baseball analogies.
Right, like maybe there's so many different things you can try out, but she didn't even go there. She didn't think about that. She was just like, oh, the Black students in my class like don't do well.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Righty, we ain't gonna bring the mood down.
I know,
Answer that
whatever.
question. How do you handle cope with the constant high pressure that comes with working in big law? Honestly, oysters.
Honestly, it's hard for me to answer that because with my new practice group, I'm working a lot with startups, so like it's not really that high pressure. There's not a lot of crunch time. There's not a lot of like moving deadlines that are super quick that must be followed. But I'm also still pretty new, so that could be coming. But so far, like just having clients that are drastically different, the pressure is different too. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm still new to it. New to this.
I'm new to this. Well, as someone that's true to this.
I'm about to say you're so lame. I feel like I used to say that every video.
I ain't doing this, I'm true to this. I think I just find different outlets. So I wasn't really kidding about oysters. Like a real self-care day for me really looks like zoning out as much as possible when it comes to work, getting some oysters, getting a glass of wine, and just relaxing all day. And that usually like, I feel recouped for the next day. But in the moment, so like in work environments, I don't tie myself to my work. So if someone heavily critiques my work, I don't see that as a critique of me. So it's very hard for someone to basically make me feel like I'm less than because I get back a document that's very bloody. Or like you're following up.
Bloody? Because like that means like marked up a lot?
Yeah, like a lot of red ink is on it. Favorite thing and least favorite thing about being a corporate lawyer.
Oh.
When I was in the office, my favorite thing was definitely the feeling. So like walking in, taking the train in my suit and going into the office and just feeling the vibe for sure. And least favorite thing I just said are like the hours.
I like the flexibility in terms of like, I was reading like a Twitter thread and they were saying how a lot of people in like service jobs or like blue collar jobs, you have to take the day off to do appointments. And how if you're working like a flexible corporate job, you can take a long lunch. And I kind of like that. It's like one of the perks of our job being nonstop, I guess, is that you can just be like, I'm gonna be out of pocket for like 2 hours and go handle something. Like I don't have to use like vacation days or stuff like that. So I like that kind of like flexibility a little bit. Least favorite thing is, yeah, kind of what Sam said, like our job doesn't really stop. Like
Yeah,
that's the
you're
least
always
favorite thing.
on.
And it's hard to, it's actually, that part is, it is what it is, but it's hard for other people to relate. And like that's the hard part. It's like hard to explain my job to people that like don't understand it.
See, I don't care that much about that.
I do, cause like I try to explain stuff and they're just like, what?
We kind of answered this one already. How are you liking DC so far?
Oh yeah, I love it. I'm meeting people. I like the weather. I like the vibe.
The vibe.
I like the vibes.
Okay, we got oh, there's more.
Oh.
Yikes.
Oh my God, we're not gonna answer all these questions.
It's not crazy though. It's not crazy. Next question. Ooh, this is a good one. We've been asked this question so many times.
Okay, what's it say?
Salary of an associate in a big law firm.
It's literally online.
It's online. Yeah. I was gonna say. Like you can find all these salaries online.
You can find bonus information online.
You can for like literally specific law firms too.
Yeah.
Except for obviously the ones that have a black box because they don't know, so you don't know. But the salary first year in New York, big law, is $190,000.
Yeah.
No bonus. Yep. So yeah, and it all just depends on where you work. Like sometimes places require less hours, sometimes places have reduced schedules, etc., so you'll get less. Some places just don't have market, so they'll pay you under. Some places pay over market. Some places do one-to-one bonuses. Like that, all of that is online. You can really look it up. Next question. Do you still use the Blue Book in practice?
I haven't opened that Blue Book since 2.0.
I've never opened the Blue Book in my life.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, what?
I'm just kidding.
I haven't used it since 2.0.
I haven't used it since Journal, so I think I was in the Journal 2.0. Yeah, I was in Journal 2.0. And I'm not in litigation, so I don't even see why I would use it. Oh, wait, I did use it.
When?
I used it. Look at me lying. I used it,
Pro bono?
yeah, I had to go to the library and had to get it.
Oh. Whew.
I lied. I used it like 7 months ago. No. We've been in Corsi for like a year. So like I used it around my 7th month at the firm. Look at that. So yes, you do use it in practice, but this is for a pro bono client. I actually had to go to the library. That's like, do you have a Blue Book I could borrow?
If I was in a practice where I had to use the Blue Book frequently, I probably would change professions. Yeah. Like that's how much I hated Blue Book.
Yeah, I remember you said that.
Not for me.
I didn't think it was that bad. Like I had to use it a lot for Journal.
Bad.
So
I also quit my Journal. So there's that.
Ooh. This is a good one.
Okay.
What are y'all most proud of?
Oh, like in life?
That's a good question.
What am I most proud of?
It's like I'm most proud because I made my parents proud. That's like circular reasoning. And when they're like proud of me, that makes me proud of me.
Yeah.
Like, you
so
know?
you're most proud of making your parents proud.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's a cop out, but I would say that's probably it for me.
Making your parents, I don't know.
It's like when they get proud, I'd be so happy. Like, especially my dad, he'd be like randomly he calls me all the time randomly, right? Mm-hmm. He'll, especially when he's talking to someone about the bar or whatever, mm-hmm. He'll randomly call me. He's like, wow, you really passed the bar twice. You know how many people can't pass the bar? I'm like, sir. He's like, yo, stop.
Oh my God. I mean, I feel like my proudest moment, y'all saw it, probably was when I found out I passed the bar. That moment was more than the bar, or it was about more than the bar. Mm-hmm. It was about like the whole journey up to it. All the like steps and trials and everything up to that point. So I don't know, maybe just I'm proud of my journey so far.
No.
Yeah.
I feel that. Hope that answers the question.
Yeah.
This one, I would just recommend them to a video. It's like tips for an incoming associate. I would watch because I feel like I said everything in that video, things that I didn't know that I wish I knew. I
watched that. I watched our day in the lives. I feel like we give little tidbits in there.
Is big law really as miserable as everyone says it is?
What's funny about big law, everyone is having different experiences. I don't think the experience is as uniform as you would think. And from the outside looking in, I thought everyone's experience is the exact same. Now that I'm in it and have been in it for like going on 2 years, I realize some people are miserable, some people love it. Some people are so with it. Some people are just using it as a stepping stone. Some people are like, I don't know. It's like literally different for everybody. From
my experience too, I think saying that you hate big law is seen as cool. And I told you that.
Oh yeah, she said that before.
So I think like, and maybe it's because I like it so much that I genuinely think that a lot of people act like they're miserable, even when they're not. Like you could really talk to them and sit down and realize you love this job. Like you're acting like you're miserable, but you're willfully staying up until 4 o'clock. Like no one asked you to do that. Mm-hmm. Your deadline was 2 weeks away, but you just told me you were up till 4 o'clock because you like this work so much.
Yeah.
But then I actually like the job and you're like, you know, it's big law, da, da, da. I genuinely
so you think it's a thing to say?
I think it's a thing to look cool. Like even if you like the job.
Interesting.
To say you hate it is one of the ways that people think they look cool.
That's funny.
But I do think there's some people that genuinely dislike it.
You can make it better if you have good boundaries, and I think like that is something that people really struggle with. If you can say no to people when like you literally don't have capacity, if you can read the room and realize when something's not urgent, if you can find your people that you like working with. And I don't think it's true that, like, even though Big Law is like the industry, I don't think it's true that every firm is the same.
I don't think it's
from
true.
From personal experience, I know that like cultures are different.
Yeah,
and
I was gonna say that's why when I was reading some of the comments to Angel's video about why she quit her job, it just didn't make sense that some people were like, you left because of this is normal, this is that, and that's just not true. Because a lot of the things that Angel was talking about experiencing in that video, I don't experience.
Right.
So it's like, if I don't experience it, I'm the same year as you. We just started in 2 different places. Like, how does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
people just be talking.
Yeah, it's like, it's also sometimes it's people just sucking it up and telling themselves that.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Like, people are not willing to go and like really do the work to look and see if it's better other places. They're like, oh, I'm miserable, everyone must be miserable. It's like,
so it's not true.
Sis, there's another job that actually might be better for you.
Yeah.
But not willing to let go of prestige.
Very true.
Money, all type of stuff, so.
So the first question, did you tell your job about your channel? How did they find out? 2, how social media looked at within the profession, the legal profession. Love your videos, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
My old job knew, and like we had to talk about like things I couldn't share. It hasn't really come up with my new job.
Did you have to like submit it?
Yeah, but I can't remember. So when I was applying to places, anytime they asked me to submit like other sources of income, I always listed YouTube. I want to say my current job did that, but I can't actually remember, and no one has brought it up. So maybe they do. I actually don't even know.
Yeah, like my job for sure knew because I listed it, and they actually like looked at it. They never asked me about it, but they also know because people email about it.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah, like they're like, love your YouTube channel, and I have no problem with it. Keep doing that if that's what you want to do. I never recorded in the office, like all those kind of things I just don't do because there's YouTube and then there's my job, and I would like to keep them separate. But you know, like my job is a part of me, my YouTube channel is a part of me, and I'll never stop giving as much advice as possible. So
yeah. Yeah.
How social media looked at within the profession? I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't know how it's viewed because I don't think people really are thinking about social media.
I think that as a whole, we think that other people care about us more than they do.
That's true.
Like, it's like, I generally don't think anybody has time to care about my social media because in the little time that they have, they are honestly trying to spend time with their family.
Yeah.
They're not actually like, let me see what Sam is doing on social media.
It hasn't come up. I haven't really heard anything about it.
I think it's the last question. See,
oh, really? You went through all of them?
Yeah. How did you manage everything in undergrad and law school? That's a good question. Speaking from experience, I don't sleep. Like I promise you, I don't. It's very unhealthy. I was talking to my brother about it yesterday. He's like, I started sleeping 6 hours a night because he wants to, like, he doesn't want to die young. And I was like, honestly, I mean, if it means 4 years off my life, it's fine.
OMG.
Like, it's like if the result is literally 3-4 years later, I die younger than everyone else, but I can live how I live now, then that's fine. Like, if I'm crashing right now, that'd be a problem. I have health issues right now, but it's like, if you honestly were telling me the biggest negative of me not sleeping at night is that I'm gonna die 3 years younger, that's fine.
But isn't it more than 3 years?
Or even if it's 10. I could get hit by a car next week and die.
I mean, that's true.
It was like, now look, you slept all them hours and look at you. We both dead. Don't misquote me. Don't take my words out of context. I am no Steve Harvey. I don't think that you, remember he said don't sleep, rich people don't sleep.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying I do not need a lot of sleep to function how I function, and I get that much. So like, I'm good off of 4 hours of sleep. So I sleep 4 hours a night. You know, when I get super tired, I'll sleep for like 8 or 9 or whatever, but I honestly have always operated, like, even since high school. That's why he said high school. In high school, in college, and right now, I've always slept for like 4 or 5 hours. So, but if you need more, sleep more. That's how much I need, or I feel like I need.
Well, the way I cope, because I don't, or manage, because I sleep.
You're on the other end of sleep.
Definitely. So in law school, I was super duper organized, had like calendar, super type A type person. And in college, he said college and law school, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't super organized in type A in college, but I just kind of just didn't waste time. I don't know. I was always doing something, either like spending time with my friends or studying.
Okay,
or
I was gonna say productivity, but you meant like always.
Yeah, I was always doing something. Whereas in law school, it was like everything was on my calendar. So I don't know if that's helpful.
Okay. So to all our new subscribers, welcome. Everyone, once again, comment below and let us know what you want to see. Let us know if you're liking our videos so far, if you want to see more of DC, more of work, more of our journey, more of our dating life. Since you're asking about dating life, dating, whatever you want to see, comment below. As always, like the video if you enjoyed it, share the video, and ask us anything.
All right, see y'all next time. Bye.
What's up, Mars?
Yep. It's like, sorry.
Ugh.
Sorry.
You could have took my finger.
I'm sorry. Okay, it's gone.
All right, it's good. Disgusted. All right. What was I gonna say? Okay, I'm gonna say comment below thing.
Okay.
All right.